My dad had a very strange encounter on a desolate rural highway in mid to late June of 1988, just a year and a half before I was born. He was driving from Nevada to California on Highway 120, a two-lane mountain road that cuts through Yosemite National Park and crosses mountain passes at altitudes of over 8,000 feet. It was about 3 a.m. at night, there wasn't another car in sight, and the road was surrounded by a dense redwood forest on both sides. My dad abruptly noticed a figure in the distance. It was a woman waving her arms frantically, standing in the middle of the road. Desiring to avoid confrontation with a bum seeking a needless favor or a criminal trying to trick him, he veered left and drove past the woman. However, the moment he drove past her, his conscience caught up with him. He thought about how he would feel if picked up a newspaper later that week with an article about a woman who went missing near Yosemite. On a second thought, he pulled over to the side of the road, about 500 feet past the woman. Even though he was somewhat far away, he was still able to see the woman somewhat clearly through a combination of the particularly bright moonlight that night and his car's tail lights. When he looked back, he just saw that the woman was no longer waving and just standing there. He thought this was really strange. If she really needed help, she would have rushed over to the car, right? So my dad waited for about 20–30 more seconds and the woman just continued to stand there. At this point my dad started to get really creeped out. Did this woman have an accomplice or two hiding in the woods by the road? Was this an ambush? It was at this point my dad hit the gas and got the fuck out of there. This content was provided by AngeloTricarico.com.